All right, we're streaming again. Yep, I'm back. Uh, Windows. All right, Onyx Atlas. Oh my god. Nice, look at this. All this extra stuff. Ah. So, now that we have that, all this stuff I need to make. I'm gonna start by making all the classes. Um, I should actually probably finish writing all the. Hmm. Well, so probably make all the classes first. Skip the biome class for now. Yeah, what is okay, so content. Yeah, what? I don't really know how to do this the best way I possibly. I want to ask ChatGPT. What does ChatGPT say? I have made a mono game project. I have a idea of all the classes I want to make for game objects or objects. How do I put them in a separate folder or what? Group similar classes together in separate folders. Easier. What? Wait. Naming conventions. Use namespaces. Um, Consider the scope and access modifier. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that here and create. Actually, I'm going to create a new folder. We'll call it classes object. And in here, I'm going to add a new folder called entities. I'm actually going to directly call what ChatGPT did. Utilities, UI, components, health component position. Let me ask this. What is a component? I was already planning on doing that. All right. So here, we're gonna name a health component. Gonna here. And then position component. Oh. I mean, it's not. What? What cat? What? No. What? 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 That cat is so weird. That. Oh, I guess chunks also go in component. So we get. Well, it's a different kind of position. I want to make chunk position component. We're gonna do that. That. That's good. And also get rid of general health, max health. So, health component, max, double max health, double health. And we're gonna have a. My mic going? It is going. What I need to know. What I need to know. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. What I need to know. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. Making sure that I can hear it. Component. Vector to position. Oh, but tiles have a integral, whereas creatures have a. I call it rigid, but I call it float position component. So is vector 2 an integer? Vector 2 struct is. I want to know. It's integer 32, I think. Oh, floating point value. Okay. So rigid then would be integer x, integer y, and get set, get set, right? Yeah. And then float, float position component is just a vector 2. Position. Meow. Meow. Weirdo cat. Meow. Alright. So we're gonna start on one thing at a time. Let's kind of get a good idea of what we're actually. Forgot about this stuff. All right. We're going to make an idea of what our things. Before I do that, Alexa, stop. Is there anything else I need to set? Doesn't look like it. All right. So, process. I'm gonna start with. Which one of these do I need to start with? First, start part down. I think we should start with the tiles and the camera. Well, really, I should get the classes in. So, need entities, player. System. UI. Systems. Utilities. Components. Yeah. Alright, so new item called player. It has all of it. Boom. We're just gonna do this here. That. Alright, so we have our set this public entities class. Player class. Going to need it to inherit living creature. That would be a component, wouldn't it? Here. Living creature. So dude. To boom. Integer. Boom boom. Entity or entity type. Down. Map. UID. I don't know which one I should use. Art for the game? I'm not quite at that stage yet. But I mean, I'm not really there yet. I'm still usually you do the art part whenever you're like pretty solidly into the game. Um, but int, what's this? That work? Ungeneric type. Use hash map. But with this sort of stuff, you definitely know. But I might later. I mean, I can see about it later. For now, I'm gonna have to just get the actual game done. Maybe. MINet bills. Try this. Does this work? Nope. Do the what it's. There we go. Oh, it's part of that. Uh, now we have the. Hmm. Oh, it's internal. Why? There we go. Hmm. I don't really know how IP addresses are stored, so now we need to get a tile or actually the rigid position. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be a component part of. No, because this would be nice to have logic. I think I'll just get rid of the component part. That should make this confusing. So now I'm gonna add over here, new item, position, component, public. Oh, actually, it's not just rigid position component. Um, that is an integer x, integer y, and get set get set. And we're gonna add component float position component public, and then it's just a vector to position. So this is gonna be float position component. Um, I make world folder. World. Item file. Public. Going to have rigid position component. Here. Need that enum. Let's ask ChatGPT, how do I create enums in this architecture? So there's not really a specific way of. That's what I was curious about. So what I figured there was like where do I define enums in the component class or somewhere else? Okay. So guess we use it in the component. So public enum file type air. Yes, grass, dirt, stone, the basics. And then public file type. Yep. Exactly. Right. And over here, I multi-tile. Multi. And it's going to inherit file. And I have vector to vertices. Right? That's everything that I really need right now. Oh, a health component. Health. Health component. Oh, it's health component. And then we're gonna do double health, double max health. Health component. How to inherit and extend a part. How to extend class and C sharp. Wait, that's not. You cannot inherit multiple base classes, so why use components? How do I add component? Interface. Oh, I component. Um, um, move this, then add what Chad suggested. So why are you gonna do that, Pepper? Don't do that, Pepper. Not not healthy. Honestly, I think I can add a custom class for call it component dictionary. Sure you can. And this seems like it'd be very computationally expensive just to get certain things. Wouldn't this be more computationally expensive than adding component variable else? So ECS or whatever this is does not seem to be like super duper efficient, but create a class called component this that seems like pretty straightforward. Components. Oh. Um. Oh. Yeah. So components dot this dot no stop this stop no. Guess it doesn't work to be components dict add component add component. Yeah, this isn't gonna work the way I want it to. Yeah. Honestly, I think the whole components thing, as nice as it is for how scalable it is, I'm really going for see here. Chicken curry. But I'm really going for efficiency here rather than the scalability. So I think I'm just going to get rid of the components. Component this. So, I'm running a dictionary every single time I want information. Okay, I need to go. And it just seems like it's a ton for scale. Not exactly something. So, have the player class, we have the living creature class, we have the tile class. Um, Components, common. I mean, What would camera be a part of? I guess it'd be part of the player class. Not really. Let's delete. Um, Guess it would go in user interface. Camera. How would I model my architect if I plan on making game a multiplayer Steamworks important quote. Latency interpolation. I'm not sure I'm going to do this either. Because this seems client side. I'm not gonna do that client side because doing that client side is going to desync stuff. Implement game logic in systems such as rendering physics. Nah. AI is gonna be server side. I don't want stuff to get synced. What if, whenever people join a game, they render in the chunks themselves, client side, rather than server side? And then the server receives all the always the good. Side on a client server model. Not gonna do peer-to-peer. Currency and thread management. In-game UI. Okay, so obviously camera is going to be client side. So I'm going to want vector to position. And for the camera, obviously I want to keep the camera locked in on the plane. I'm probably just going to, whenever you move the main, it's going to camera, but alright. So I want to just put in the whole document here. I have I have created an outline for my game. Is as follows. ChatGPT time. How do I create this so that I can world generation is client side. Lobby creation is localized on lobby server located on the host's computer plane. And how do I create the player architecture and networking necessary? Communication necessary. Hey, yeah, I know C-base. Sure that all relevant world state with all the players. Peer-to-peer network. This player machine acts as the server managing game state and player connection. Copies, managing connections, handling so Teamworks provides APIs for these purposes. Multiplayer game, especially with 30 plus players. Efficient networking crucial. Yeah, I know about this. Networked events, handle events like actions. Biome transition network. Reduce the impact of latency. Client side prediction. Server reconciliation. Player movement. Interpolation. Other players' action. Press data. Use delta up. Prioritize. Modular design. Modular testing, optimization, cheating prevention, ensure that all client data is validated by the host. Okay, so probably create a world class file. Public chunk, sorry. Well, I have chunk. Tiles, living creature. Isn't this just amazing? Chunks, chunks. Integer time. And I have to create a weather class. Weather includes integer integer global temperature, public enum weather condition. Important because I can add like none, sunny, regular, rain, stormy, hail. Have some fun stuff in there. Int wind speed, and then float wind direction. Actually, it's gonna be a boolean. Either it's east or west. And then we're gonna create a weather conditions. Weather. And a weather. Also add a integer weather severity. That'll do stuff. I don't know. Go back over here. So for the world, we're gonna need a seed. It's gonna be very important. So whenever everyone joins the lobby and the game is started, everyone's gonna be spread out completely. And whenever they spawn in, they're going to create their parcels. They're gonna load their chunk. I'm gonna check if that chunk has already been loaded from the server or to the server side. If not, they load the chunk on their computer and then send that information to the server. That way they do a portion of the processing. Because this needs to be as fast as possible. For number one, I want it so that when players spawn in, they are spread out the world. Due to this, they load their own chunks. This relates because I need chunks to be loaded. Clients and generated client side if it's not already been loaded, or generated or otherwise it's loaded from server side. So why am I getting more concurrent viewers right now than I do whenever I'm playing a game? This is not interesting. What are y'all doing? Seriously, why are y'all joining my stream? Data transmission. Optimize sent between the server and clients. Consider compressing data bandwidth. Implement caching on the server for frequent access chunks. Computation. Yeah, I know about caching. Ensure that your server can handle multiple concurrent requests for chunk data without performing. I think for this game in particular, I'm going to have really high amounts of caching, just so there's very, very little being communicated over the server response. Honestly, should I just get a solid test of this running? I'm scared to even start because this is the most important moment of game development. It's how you begin the architect. Because if I mess up, I'm going to be doing hundreds of hours of refactoring. And that will be so annoying. This is the most important part of game. Which is why I'm very scared to start. Alright. So, I guess for game one, this is going to initialize everything. Honestly, let's just get a player. Namespace. What's up? Okay, because it's not in the adjacent namespace. What are you talking about, Bedwars New? What are you... Okay. You're you're a different breed, that's for sure. Using onyxialis.objects.entities. Boom. But now I have player character initialize. Load content update. So here I'm going to do player dot None of this is public, so I guess I'm gonna have to do public. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And then where was I? Okay, game one. Player dot where was I? Oh yeah, I have to do public, 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 public. Nope, nope. Public, 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 public. Public, 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 public. Public, 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 public. Public. Public, public. There we go. Okay, so now UUID health. Okay, that works. Position equals new vector 2 0 0. Now system numerics. What is this guy on about? System numerics, get out of here. We use X and A. Okay. No, X and A. We use X and A, not system. Not a weirdo. Also, public int X, public int Y. No system numerics. Okay. Okay, so player dot position equals new vector 2. Seems good. I think it's public here. Network equals 0. IP address equals 0. Horizontal speed equals 0. Jumping speed equals 0. P equals 0. Level cap equals 0. Stamina equals 0. Stamina cap equals 0. I know. I don't know what that guy was on. Okay, so everything's set to 0, which is fine. I need to actually go over here. Oh yeah, I should probably specify this public double horizontal acceleration, public double jumping accel. Get rid of the speed because that goes with the velocity. Gravity acceleration, max gravity. Public. I think it's constant. Gravity acceleration equals 5. Oh yeah, double. I don't like performing multiplication on doubles. It just seems wrong. It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. But not really much I can do about it, though. I can fix it later. That's all what they all say. So we're gonna do public double ground deceleration, public double air deceleration. So, ground deceleration equals 1. Air deceleration equals 0.25. Hello, Timbits. What's up? Not much. I'm working on some code. Unity? Nah, just mono game. I would go for Unity, but like I really want this game to be as fast as possible because of this is kind of a challenge for me to program because I want this. I want it to be be able to handle 30 plus players without difficulty. Mono games just pretty basic. It's pretty basic. It's just a framework. There's only like a few things, but I've got some ideas for what I'm gonna do. But I need to get the framework down so I can actually start working on the code. But yeah, so this is what I've been getting so far. Starting level cap is 50. Sense got this. Thank you. Appreciate the enthusiasm. I think it should be constant. 1, 2. Stamina. But and I think I'm gonna make this pretty fun. I mean, I got some ideas. For one, it's gonna be a you can actually see the document. It's gonna be a roguelike procedural generation with progression sandbox. Crap like that. That's kind of the idea. I'm just kind of making this on a whim because I'm bored. But making some decent progress right now. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to click that. How many days into the project are you? I started this an hour ago. I started this an hour ago. I am not that far into it. I'm still working on the base architecture. That tells you how little I've gotten on. Of course, I have to model it around a multiplayer architecture. So it's going to be even more difficult than what you'd expect. So that's exciting. Something I've never done before. Speaking of which, I should probably get Steamworks on here. Can I just use Steamworks? I think I have to actually add the directive. Okay, chat. How do I add Steamworks to my C# project? Am I making? Alright. So I'm making a game that does this stuff. I've kind of gotten a few mechanics down, but the idea is that you're going to spawn in, or you're going to start a lobby. You're going to get like 30, 20 people on it. And then you start the game, and everyone's going to spawn through this giant map that's procedurally generated. And you're going to kind of go from there. I don't really know what the end goal of it is. Is it like last man standing, finding a special item? I'm calling it this because I'm assuming that's what the end goal is. Which is to find the Onyx Atlas, I guess. But I don't know. But this is generally what I have down in concept, at least. But I am far, 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 far from even the testing stage. So, Steamworks SDK. Latest version. But, yeah, this is just a little project I'm doing on the side because I'm kind of bored. Figured I might as well start on it. And I've never actually really completed a good game. Y'all probably shouldn't see this. Hold on. But, Look on, hold on. No, I don't. There we go. Have to notice that you're using ChatGPT. Is it helpful? I'm trying to learn Godot right now. Step into now. ChatGPT is really nice. It's really nice. I love it. It's pretty. Typically I wouldn't use ChatGPT for everything, but where are you? Team support. This. Release date, download. ChatGPT is awesome. I would stick around, but some work to done. Thanks, I see you. I'll see you around. This back. If you haven't already, create a new application in Steamworks. Oh my goodness, I just home. Started. Steam Direct Fee. Steam Direct Fee. $100. I don't have money. Guess I kind of have to base it around. Well, I'm kind of stuck. I did a pretty ambitious project, but I can't actually like mess about with it because I have to pay lots and lots of money just to get validated. Plus, I've spent the last 4 hours. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna come back and work on this some other time. I'm gonna go play some games now. I got a lot done. All right, end stream.